Okay, so last week we talked. I mean, 3 weeks ago we talked about how Grummz had someone literally recorded themselves committing a crime and reporting him to the FBI. So 3 weeks ago we had that happen, and well, maybe I mean it's kind of worse. We saw that guy get trolled over Gigabear and stuff, but the guy is more insane since he well decided to dox the guy. And before we get started, if you like the content, subscribe, like, if you don't, whoops, my bad. Okay, anyway. Um, yeah, before we get started, I'd like to preface this. Doxing is terrible, but I see some others saying dox them back. Please do not do that. It's not the right. Yeah, doxing is terrible. Do not do it, even if you don't like the person. Even if it's Alyssa Mercante, which we all don't like. He's kind of, you know, Kim Jong Un, but we all know where he is, so it doesn't matter. Or leader doesn't matter. Or if it's just the person down the street that took your lunch money in primary school. Whoever it is, don't do it. You prove yourself wrong, and it's just not a good thing. It's kind of not right. You prove yourself morally wrong, but that you lose any argument. So let's just don't do it. Let's get on, okay, Mydra. And also that your family does not. Why are you dragging someone's family that has no bearing of the situation on this? I don't understand. Okay, all for talking about Stellar Blade being uncensored, DEI, ESG, woke stuff in games that should not be there. That's all he's getting doxxed for, is this stupidity. Okay, yeah, and the Doxxed family, and unlike certain that he provided proof, which this is proof of them basically him also encouraging doxing, since they actually literally posted his address and where he lives. And yeah, this guy who hates him so much, he's willing to do things that aren't morally okay. So why? Because he hates him so much. And this is a reminder: it's not just Grummz; it's anybody who agrees with Grummz, or if you're like geeks and gamers, neurotic, yada yada yada. It's not just games. They want you dead. They want you to stop existing. They want you miserable. They want your life ruined. They want your career. They want your family. Everything ruined. So you're a miserable hunk of shell of your former self. Do not give up. Do not surrender. Keep going. I believe this guy is there's going to be some punishment. I hope. That's the hope that something happens, because this is not okay. It's unacceptable. Regardless if you like the person, do not do this. You prove every argument you had void and false, because you're basically taking someone's personal information, which is different than when we talk about people, which is all public information. They're using personal information that should not be used in an argument. You ruin every stance you had when you take personal information and use it instead of. You could just use public information that's already out there for him. There's probably some things out there to do that with, but you're using personal information and dragging his family, which have nothing to do with this. All for talking about wanting video games to go back to being video games and not pumping ESG, DEI, woke human garbage into the games. Like, all because he wants Stellar Blade to not be censored and be as the pristine it is, without any censorship, anything in the game, and just be a game. I mean, you see Assassin's Creed, they're doing a black samurai, which was a historical character, but he's not a samurai. He never was. He was a pet, and you have Wiki and Britannia trying to change that to be fact because what? And you're like, oh, he's for the non-Japanese people. I'm like, last time I checked, it's in Japan. Why would you want a non-Japanese person in Japan? It's okay. All for this. They want him dead. They want us all dead. All because we want video games to be video games at the end of the day. That's the main problem they have with this. Because why? I don't get it. Like, yeah, I just don't understand. What is the gain from doing this? I'm pretty sure doxing is probably, I think, illegal in a sense, or morally unjust. It's not okay. You prove, in my opinion, the moment you start doxing, your argument becomes null and void. You have no argument anymore. No matter which side you're on, doxing is not okay. Do not do that. Do not do it. It's just not right. Okay. That's the end of today's video. Comment, subscribe, maybe leave a like, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.